What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz just after 10 a.m. East Coast outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Last trade on Muln, 427. In today's very important video, I'm going to make a passionate plea to the CEO at Muln, David, to step in right now and complete the $25 million stock buyback, because if we give up crucial support at 42 cents, we're going a hell of a lot lower. All that and more coming right up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy Thursday. Go Dogs, right? Happy Thursday. In the comments below, I need you to help me out. Tell me, are you buying, selling, or holding Muln? Just like yesterday with MCOM. Yeah, I bet it's going to choke in the mid to high threes until we get some feedback from Sal. We won't hear from the NASDAQ for another week or two. But if that motherfucker doesn't step in the next few days to a week and buy 20 or 30 million shares in his stock, let alone the one that we're talking about today in Muln, both of them are going to have trouble in the court of law. But I need everybody right now in the comments below. Are you buying or selling Muln? What's your average? Full disclosure, I've got mine down to $1.07. 12 cents on MCOM, $1.07 on Muln. Reason for that is I bought a lot of stock this past week and a half in the mid 44s to 45 and small change. But last trade right now, 4291. If we give up 42, which is crucial support going back a month and a half or two, we're going to retest that all-time low at 39 and most likely break. So David, let me start off right out of the gate. What the fuck are you waiting for? You stepped in, I don't know, 2 months back by now, bought $5.4 million worth of stock at 96 cents. And despite my pleadings and many others, including those that said we had to wait until the first week of October for all those warrants to be exercised, which I understand has taken place, but you're still sitting there with your unlubricated thumb up your ass. So if it does go to court, and I'm not going to be the one that sues you or Sal unless I'm forced to do so, what are you going to tell the court, the lawyers, or any of the shareholders like myself that have been bent over this fucking desk without any lube whatsoever, all the way in, up and out the other side? What's your answer to the following question? Is it true that you bought $5.4 million worth of stock at approximately 96 cents of your 25 million share dollar buyback? Yes, it is. And is it also true that despite the constant pleadings of this gentleman over here, and yeah, if it ever does go to court and it's a massive class action, you can count on me being there with camera in hand, assuming they'll allow me to videotape it. What do you have to say to this gentleman and thousands more around this country that are down 60, 70, 80, 90% as to why you didn't buy any stock at 86, 76, 66, 56, 46, here we are at 42 and small change. And again, if you know anything about technical analysis, and there's plenty of people that do, if we give up 42 and then we take out that double bottom at 39 and small change, it's over. You're going to lose not only the stock in terms of the price, but the absolute minuscule amount of confidence that shareholders have in you at this point. I frankly don't know. What's your excuse? We've got deliveries. That's great. You've got a high-powered law firm that's going to help you get through NASDAQ compliance, in my opinion. Donahoe Advisors, that's great. You've got someone going after the naked shorts, and I hope the spoofing is as well. That's also great. But what the fuck do you have to say for yourself as to why, with the stock down another 55 or 60% at 42 and change, sitting a fraction above crucial support, as to why you're not stepping in and buying some? You're not even buying a little bit. What do you think that fucking tells the street that is long the stock? What do you think it's telling the naked shorts? Naked shorts are thinking, this guy doesn't care. Yeah, so what? He's got $20 million. We got $200 million. We'll just keep leaning and leaning and leaning on a weak market that I do think is a normal pullback. Look for 172 on the IWM, somewhere around 33K on the Dow. That's it. And then it's back up with your typical Q4 rally. This is a normal pullback. But in terms of Muln, we are knocking on heaven's door. We are knocking on heaven's door. Right, Mr. fucking former president of Death Row Records, 1999, Google it if you think I'm making this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen, is AWOL. I don't know where he is. They've hired someone that apparently worked for Sen I thought it was an A-plus hire. She had relationships with the current administration, but lots of folks are saying, nah, she came from a potential commercial competitor, Sen, which is down also 99.9%. So I'm not so sure about the hire anymore, but I am sure that you got approximately $20 million with the stock down 55 or 60%, and you've done nothing. You haven't even thrown a bone. You haven't even thrown out an indication of interest in terms of, we're willing to support the stock here at 42, 43 and small change. No, you're sitting there. So I have to wonder, as many of the shorts and the bears have said, are you working against us? David, are you working against us? Again, if it goes to court, what's your defense? You didn't buy any stock all the way down after you put a fifth of it to work at 96 cents? What are we to think? What are the loyal supporters that you claim to defend? Made in America, right? We want our shareholders this, that, and the fucking other. What are we supposed to think when you're not doing anything, even though you've got the legal green light to do so? Are you working against us? Are you in the insiders short the stock? Are you? We'd like to know, because if we don't get an answer now, I can almost guarantee it's going to happen in court someday. And you, along with the other clown who's got a stock under 4 cents a share, everything's a nice, it's a fine. Boss, the fucking stock in both cases are down at 99.9%. You remember when you went to see a David in February? You were against the reverse split. You said a no more dilution. You came out of that just a fine. Everything's a nice 300 million shares of dilution, boss. Now we got the stock down under 4 cents, but we may get a decline today in the NASDAQ compliance. And then you got fucking David, who does have $20 million. And so far, I haven't seen a fucking thing at 427 and change. Where the fuck are you, David? Why aren't you buying? Are you working against us? Are you short the stock? There's a lot of people that think you are. I want to believe that you're not. But if we don't see you step in right here, right fucking now, with something, preferably 45, 50 million shares, let's call it up to 45, then you and me and everybody who's long the stock is not only going to lose an absolute fortune, but as I said yesterday, we are FUCKED. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, always remember that I love you, and get yourself a Discord at trysmallbiz.com. Late for a meeting, gotta go.